Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to your news edition. These are the headlines. In Algiers, dedicated volunteers gather at the Premier Mai Square to serve hot meals to those in need, embodying the spirit of compassion and unity that defines this blessed month. Preparing traditional dishes begins with quality ingredients. At Blida's renowned market, shoppers can find distinctive spices, fresh fruit and organic vegetables essential for authentic Ramadan cuisine. As Ramadan unfolds under extremely difficult living conditions in Gaza, humanitarian assistance from Algeria has been delivered to support families in the enclave. Welcome back. At Premier Mai Square and other sites across Algiers, the Algerian Red Crescent is turning Ramadan into a daily act of solidarity, serving thousands of meals and reinforcing social bonds throughout the blessed month, covered by Issa Ghrib, taken up by Melissa de la Balaman.
At the Algerian Red Crescent's marquee in the Premier Mai Square, Ramadan is not just observed, it is put into practice. All day long, volunteers, students, professionals, retirees, young people rotate in and out, transforming goodwill into concrete help for those who need it most. The setting reflects the essence of the blessed month: generosity, dignity, and collective care.
We start preparing the iftar tables at 1 p.m. and continue until 8 p.m., creating a warm, family-like space for those fasting and for passers-by. Ramadan is a month of solidarity. We aim to make everyone feel at home, as every year the Algerian Red Crescent hosts iftar tables at Premier Mai Square, in Al Harrach, at Algiers Houari Boumediene Airport, and at the Algiers Fishing Port, serving around 2,500 meals daily.
Volunteering here is not symbolic or occasional. It is structured, organized, and sustained, a real civic commitment. Teams coordinate carefully to ensure that each person is welcomed with respect and warmth, turning the month's values into daily action.
أجواء رائعة يصنعها المتطوعون.
The energy in these tents comes from our volunteers. Young people from all backgrounds help prepare and serve meals daily across 17 tents nationwide. 800 to 1,200 meals are served per tent each day, alongside more than 400 solidarity restaurants providing hot meals to fasting people and travelers.
وجبات ساخنة لفائدة الصائمين وعابري السبيل.
Beyond its spiritual meaning, Ramadan becomes a time when social bonds tighten and the principles of sharing and mutual support are reaffirmed across Algerian society.
It was a report by Issa Ghrib and taken up by Melissa de la Balaman. Consumers are increasingly returning to traditions. At the Blida covered market, organic herbs and time-honored recipes are once again taking center stage, reflecting a growing taste for authenticity and simplicity. Basma Far with more details.
At the Place de l'Europe market in Blida, the air is filled with rich scents and vibrant colors. Narcissus flowers sit beautifully on the stalls alongside a variety of organic plants, mushrooms, fresh coriander, and crisp lettuce.
As usual, things are lively and vibrant. As you see, people come here mainly to buy herbs. They tend to go for organic products, therefore they especially enjoy buying them in the morning.
Inside the covered market, it is a completely different atmosphere. You find the must-have mqatfa, which is highly sought after for Algerian shorba, as well as spices for flavorful cooking.
سيدنا رمضان تاع الصدير تاع الزبيب والبرقوقه هما على كل حال متوفرين.
Everything is available: prunes, raisins, but people are becoming more selective. They mostly buy what they need and tend to return to traditional products.
عاودوا ولاو التقليدي تاع بكري.
At the end of the day, consumers are turning back to organic products, our traditional cheese, and age-old recipes. Exiting the market, you can see a renewed appreciation for flavors and practices of the past.
It is with deep sorrow that we've received the news of death of Mujahid and former Minister of Tourism and Craftsmanship, Haj Abdul Wahab Bakli. In this painful circumstance, the Minister of Mujahideen and Rights Holders, Abdul Malik Tashrif, extends his condolences to the family of the deceased, praying Allah to bestow His mercy upon his soul. To God we belong, and to Him we shall return. The recent floods in Morocco have exposed the harsh reality. Vulnerable families are left homeless and without aid, while institutional neglect and inaction deepen their suffering. Basma Farah.
The recent floods in Morocco have exposed a double tragedy. Families already weakened by poverty and isolation suddenly find themselves homeless, while fellow Moroccans turn a blind eye to their calls for help.
We have nothing left, no clothes, no food, nothing at all. These people have nowhere to go. No official has come to check on them, even as they suffer greatly.
Deprived of the most basic services and left to fend for themselves, Moroccans are bearing the consequences of an institutional management that is ineffective and out of touch with reality.
At the very least, they should come and repair the road. The children couldn't go to school and we have no way to get to work. This is unacceptable. We are out on the streets and I beg you to help us. All of this was the work of the real estate mafia, which wanted to seize all the properties.
The government's inaction in the face of this social crisis highlights a distant state incapable of protecting its most vulnerable citizens.
Algeria's food aid is reaching thousands of displaced Palestinian families, offering relief and hope amid worsening Ramadan conditions across Gaza. Melissa Balaman.
Thousands of displaced Palestinian families have received food packages from Algeria through various charities. The Palestinian people expressed deep gratitude, praising the strong bonds with the Algerian people.
Algerians are our brothers. May God bless you and grant you more. Keep supporting us and staying by our side. Ramadan Mubarak to all. Thank God we survived despite losing my son. I'm truly grateful. May God bless and reward you for your help.
These humanitarian efforts support the resilience of Palestinian families facing harsh conditions during Ramadan.
My message to those still living in tents after their homes were destroyed: stay strong. The Algerian people are generous and understand the value of sacrifice.
Conditions in the camps continue to worsen, with rising needs for basic essentials, especially during this blessed month.
Ramadan has arrived under extremely difficult circumstances. We live in tents without electricity or refrigerators, with very little food or water. We cook over wood fires. Finding wood is hard and expensive, so we also use cardboard, which the children fetch from the markets.
With unbearable living conditions and rising malnutrition, especially among the young, the challenges go beyond material needs. Psychological distress is severe. An exhausted population waits for a lasting ceasefire that would allow a gradual return to dignified life.
And with this, we come to the end of our edition. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for being with us. Sahas Horkom, and have a good night.